Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Dermacol foundation. Surprisingly, this is probably one of the most requested things I've ever gotten asked to review. It is supposedly like the world's most full coverage foundation. I bought mine off of eBay, I'm pretty sure for like $14, because on Amazon when things like start to sell more they hike up the prices, and I think this is close to like $30 on there now. And I actually have had this for a while and I have used it before. It hasn't really made it into my like regular foundation that I use. And I don't think it's for any particular reason. I can't think of anything specifically good and specifically bad for it, but I'm not someone that usually wears makeup for a long period of time. However, today me and my boyfriend have a lot of errands to run, and so I thought this would be the perfect day to wear this and review it and actually be able to do check-ins. I have the lightest shade, which I think is 201. I am someone that likes full coverage foundation normally, and I don't really have that much to really cover. I do have freckles. Normally I wouldn't have this giant patch of whatever is going on right here, but so we can really see with all of this going on, this is finally all going down. I was breaking out really bad right here, and I have no idea why. I wasn't breaking out here or anywhere else in my face. The rest of my face is relatively clear. It's just this like one patch. I'm not a like heavy user of primer, and so it wouldn't be fair to use a primer with this just because that's not something I normally do. But I do use the Farsali Unicorn Essence very often as a sort of primer. I don't really like primers with like that silicone feel or anything like that. So I will do that, and I'll even do like the Instagram drips. So right off the bat, in here has 30 grams of product, which I have my little conversion thing out, which is just barely over 1 ounce of product, which I think is pretty standard for a lot of face products and especially a foundation. So this is, I would say, standard amount. So I'm gonna do one side of my face with a beauty blender and the other side with a brush. I have this much. I'm just gonna put some on my face. I think I'm just gonna put it all over, and then I'll just go back and do the different sides. I would say I have normal to dry skin, so keep that in mind. Let me zoom in for this part. Hey, I'm looking pretty smooth. I don't think I'll need to go over with any more product on that side. I know I look really pale, but it really does match my neck a lot more. It just looks like this until you have like bronzer and that kind of stuff on. So here is this side. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this Eloise like teardrop brush thing. And it is covering up my little acne spots really well. I don't normally use a brush, but I know that a lot of people do, so I also want to give it that option. So here's pretty much this side with the brush. As you can see, it pretty much covered. I do have just like a couple of freckles like right here that always shine through no matter what. I feel like it's honestly a little bit impossible to cover those. I am noticing though that it is like definitely emphasizing some of the dry patches that I have right here, like around my nose, but a lot more on the brush side rather than the beauty blender side. And I did moisturize before this, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Besides just the like little unicorn essence, I did moisturize before this. Okay, since I'm not really liking how like this side looks as much, I think I'm going to go over it with my beauty blender, but I'm just going to take like a tiny bit more over just like the spots where it's like I don't feel like it's stuck as well with the brush. Just go over that a tiny bit with the beauty blender.
Hey, babe.
Yeah, babe?
Can we get food when we go?
Yeah, what do you want to get?
I don't know, but I'm hungry and I don't want to eat here.
Yeah.
Thanks, B. You're the best. I love you. You look really pretty.
Thanks, babe. So here is like the close-up with how it looks. Not too bad, just like the dryness around my nose, but it's not like emphasizing pores or anything like that. I'm gonna just kind of do my cream base and some powder on camera, that way you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna use my concealer, and I'm someone that likes to use a ton of concealer. I kind of feel like concealer is like better than foundation. It's always a lot smoother and stuff like that. So I'm using the pretty sure, yeah, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I really love this stuff, but I hate the applicator. I feel like it is so unsanitary. I just want to like dunk it in rubbing alcohol. But nonetheless, here I am. Go here, just a little bit down here. I'm just gonna blend that out a bit, go over my eye. I don't know about you guys, but I am just someone that always powders my face. Like, I don't always do it heavy or bake or anything like that, but I feel like I always powder my face, at least with just like a really light layer. I'm just gonna use like a really light layer of powder. I'm using the Airspun powder. It's like this. I have some powder in it. I don't want to like tip it over. Use that, and I'm just gonna like do under my eyes. Mainly for like I really focus on like powder like over my eyelids and just kind of like this area where I like really put concealer, and then around my piercings, because if not, when I put lipstick on, it'll just like all melt. And then I'm just gonna go around and just kind of lightly tap the rest of my face. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish my makeup off camera, and I will check back in really quick before I go. Okay, so the rest of my makeup is done. I'm going to do a setting spray. I'm gonna use the Tarte Rainforest Consistency. This is my favorite one. And I'm just gonna do that real quick. And then while that's drying, I'm gonna go quickly over what I did. I used the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette on my eyes. I'm wearing Huda Beauty Lana lashes. I'm wearing MAC Cream Cup on my lips, and this NARS Stephen Klein highlighter, this side of it. So far, everything's looking really good, except I do totally have dryness around my nose. I totally do have dryness around my nose, which is definitely being accentuated. Give you guys like the super close up. So yeah, me and my boyfriend are going to be out and about pretty much all day. I'm going to do check-ins and tell you guys how it wears throughout the day. I'm going to be also vlogging for some other projects. I'm going to be redoing my vanity room almost completely just because it's a mess. And I'm going to do an entire separate video on that. So this video will probably be up before those ones, so look out for those ones, and I will see you guys later. So I'm pretty sure I forgot to tell you guys what time I put my foundation on. So let's call it like an hour and 10 minutes ago at 3:30. It is 4:40 right now, but I'll do a quick update anyway. Still looking good. We're at Chipotle right now, so we're gonna do that, and then there's a Marshall's right behind this, so I'm gonna go and look there after just to see if there's anything else that will go good in my vanity room. But yeah, I think my foundation is looking pretty good right now. I kind of feel like this is gonna start to look better before it looks worse, just because it's like emphasizes the dry patches a bit. So I feel like once I kind of just go through the day a little bit, it'll look a little bit better before it starts like breaking down and stuff like that. Okay, so now it is... So the foundation has been on for about 3 hours. We just went through... we just went through IKEA, and it was a lot of work because we actually got like furniture, and we went and we got furniture and we walked through the entire thing. We spent like an hour and a half in there, and it was a little warm, and I might have been sweating a tiny bit, but I think the foundation looks pretty good. I feel like a tiny bit of the coverage is wearing off a bit because like my freckles are starting to show through, but the finish is nice. I don't look like oily or anything like that. I might look like a bit more dewy, and it's also not really creasing. Under my eyes always creases no matter what I do, but besides the coverage not being quite as good, I feel like it's holding up pretty well. What do you think, babe? Huh? How does my foundation look? You look really cute. 10 of 10. And I got a shark. Okay, so it is 8 o'clock right now, and foundation is looking good. Thinking about it, I might have actually put this foundation on at like 2:30. I really should have gotten the time for it. I am sorry, but nonetheless. So I would say it's been on 4.5 to 5.5 hours ish. And I still think it's looking pretty good. I'm still feeling the same thing with like it losing a bit of coverage. It's looking a little cakey like around my nose area and just where it was dry earlier. I feel like it is maybe making my contour wear off a little bit patchy. Like I feel like it's looking a little bit patchy now, and I definitely didn't earlier. The next time I check in will probably be the last time. I'm gonna try to keep this on for like another 2 to 3 hours, and then I think that would be an accurate wear time. I am sorry, but I'm just not that person that wears like makeup for like 12 hours. Okay, so final check-in for the foundation. I've been painting. It is 10 o'clock right now. I actually have literal paint on my face, like right here, but I think the foundation has broken up nicely. I think the foundation has, for the most part, faded pretty nice. I don't think I'm looking too shiny or anything like that. I can definitely tell it's rubbing off a bit here, but that might be my fault. As well as a lot more of the coverage has faded, but for the most part, I think it faded nicely. It's not like super coming off in any particular spot, and it's not creasing weirdly or anything like that. Overall, I like the foundation. I think it's good. I don't think it's the best foundation ever, but I don't think it's the worst foundation. I feel like this would be a really good foundation to mix in to your normal foundation if you want some more coverage. I feel like this adds a great amount of coverage, although it does fade during the day. The finish was nice as well, you know, not super matte, not super dewy. I didn't really get oily, although I don't really ever get oily unless I put a bunch of actual oil in my foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you liked this foundation review, if you guys want me to keep doing these type of like check-in type of stuff. So please give this video a like if you liked it, and if you want to subscribe, do that. Anyway though, I will see you guys next time. Bye.